here at Southern United, and the great thing is the gate's open. Obviously I'm going to stay outside, but you can see the entire ground in there. I don't actually know what this stadium's called. I didn't do my research beforehand. It's the VPS Community Stadium, I think that's right. So yeah, we're here, it's off the list, and we're going to move on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day and it's a new round of stadiums. Today we begin with Birmingham City Football Club, St Andrews. Today's important because today is the day I'm moving up to Carlisle. Obviously the last video you saw on this channel, it would have been the update video, and that was actually filmed yesterday. And I'll tell you what, it's actually quite nice. It's not too far off what King Power Stadium or St Mary's is like, but there's a bit more detail on the outside. Obviously you got the badge there, you got the fans wall just there, you got like historic pictures up there. It's like most stadiums. Most stadiums now are going to be rinse and repeat, as I've said before on the channel. But yeah, stadium one of what is going to be 7 today. You'll see all of them obviously in this video. I don't think I can explore around. There's not really much to suggest that I can do so. But no, we'll try anyway. Let's have a look. And then just a short 10-minute drive down the road, we're here at Villa Park, home of Aston Villa. Now this is the one I'm excited about today. This is potentially the biggest club that I've not visited yet, apart from maybe Newcastle. I guess Blackburn because they've won the Premier League. This feels big though. This is it. You can see just into the stadium just there, which is quite cool. You can see it in the stands. And you can actually see a bit more of the stadium, which is exciting. So I'm going to walk around, have a little look, go and get a key ring, and look at it. It's fun, isn't it? It's going to be a bit louder now because we're on a main road, but we are here at the Hawthorns home of West Bromwich Albion. I'm going to say it again. It's like most stadiums. It's obviously the colours of the team, you've got similar infrastructure as you see there. It's not really too special, but it's still a nice stadium. Stadiums are nice, they make me happy. But one thing I want to quickly add, I've just been and got a key ring, £5.99. Are you taking the piss? Usually they're about £3, £4, maybe £5. £5.99. West Bromwich Albion, you're taking the piss. You're not even Premier League. For example, I spent £4 at Chelsea, about £4 at Man United, £5 at Liverpool, I think. We're in the Championship, West Brom. But regardless, it is another one off the list. And just going to walk around now and have a look again. Okay, so we're now at Stadium 4 of today, and it's the Molineux home of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and there are a lot more statues around here actually, and there is actually a bit more of a canvas which I haven't actually seen at any of the other stadiums yet, which is quite cool. I'm going to go into the mega store in a second. Hopefully it's not £5.99 like another team, but in all fairness, it's a lot like Brighton. You've got a university just there, and it almost feels like this stadium is in the heartbeat of the city. And even though the stadium's due to have some expansion soon, it's really nice. I've got to be honest, I think it's better than Villa Park. I'm going to say obviously orange is my favourite colour, and teams like Wolves and Hull I obviously like because they're orange. But yeah, I'm actually very impressed with this. I'm going to walk around properly because I can actually do that this time and get a few more videos and stuff. £6. £6. I thought West Brom had £6. Is that a laugh? I'm at Wigan Athletic, DW Stadium. It's my stadium. That should be my logo, but you know, the sports place that I'm pretty sure is defunct now can still have it. Wigan Athletic, if you know when to make the right call, hit me up. Yeah, again, it's campus, so I can walk all the way around, so I'm gonna just do that. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. New stadium, the University of Bolton Stadium, home of obviously Bolton Wanderers. And oh, hang on, I'm getting a bit thirsty here. Tastes different. Can't quite put my finger on what it could be. Hang on. Oh, that's right. It tastes
like promotion.
I'm fucking awful. I had to do it though. I had to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here at another stadium. I've settled into the north now, and only an hour's train from here is St James's Park, home of Newcastle United. This is by far the biggest stadium I have yet to visit. It's number 33 on the current list, and this is the only quiet part that I can actually film without anyone really being around. But it's a proper marvel of a stadium. There's so much to see that it's huge. What I'm doing now is I'm walking around trying to find the shop as well, but it's a bit like Old Trafford where you can just sort of walk around even on the under bits, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'll keep showing you as and when I do stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, it is another new day and it's another new stadium, of course. Now, what I'm actually doing at the moment is I'm on my way to visit Liv. She's currently studying at the University of Stirling, which is in Scotland. So I'm at an SPL stadium. I'm at Motherwell. I'm at Fir Park. Now, obviously, I wanted the first Scottish stadiums to be Celtic Park and Ibrox Stadium, and you'll probably see those next. I am intending to do them on the way back. I can't lie, I'm a bit excited to go see my girlfriend, and this is actually on the way through. So I thought, you know what, I'll pop in. They're in the Scottish Premiership at the moment. You can't really see it though. I thought, why not? They're in the Scottish Premiership at the moment. So come have a look round, it still counts. Ladies and gentlemen, I am now here at stadium number 35. I am at the Ibrox Stadium, home of Rangers. And now I am at the other stadium that completes at the Old Firm. I am here at Celtic Park. Now what's funny about here today is there's an arena next door that's hosting the Tennis World Cup. It is packed here. I was worried, I didn't realise if there was going to be a game or not. There's not a game here, obviously. It's absolutely rammo in this area at the moment. But luckily I've got a 10-15 minute leeway, so I can park here for a tiny bit and just look at the ground, which is what I'm doing now. And I've got to be honest, this place is a bit more grand than Ibrox Stadium. Controversial opinion, but that's my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a new day. It's the final opportunity of doing some stadium hunting here in Scotland. I've got 4 to do today. First one, we're here in Edinburgh. We're at Heart of Midlothian Tynecastle Park, and I'm pretty sure from what I looked at the map, this is really all I can see. And plus today they've got a game on, so I've come here first. The rain is starting to pick up a little bit. It's not amazing. It's typical Scottish weather. Rain's not that fun, to be honest. And typically, as I get out of the car, it starts raining again, but we're here at Easter Road, home of Hibernian. And you can walk around the stadium a bit, but because it's Sunday, it's guarded off quite a bit, so I can only walk onto one side again. Both stadiums are fairly sized. They're like championship level. They could be Premier League, but they're Scottish Premiership, so you'd expect them to be of some size. And Hearts and Hibernian are 2 of the consistently higher up teams. Yeah, I think this might be the first green stadium I've been to. I can't think of any other green one that I've been to. No, I don't think there has been. There's quite a bit of old traditional buildings around, like the ticket office is just a brick building, because Edinburgh obviously holds that tradition. But I like it. I have to order the key ring for this one. So ladies and gentlemen, we're now here at Stadium 39. It would be rude for me to not remember that 39 is Jamie's lucky number. So Jamie, this is your stadium technically. We're at Rugby Park, Kilmarnock. I mean, there's a car that's got the badge on it. I've never seen that before, which is quite interesting. And we can actually walk around, which I haven't been able to do today, which is nice. And it's not the biggest stadium. It's definitely the smallest that I've seen today. However, I'd probably say it's actually the nicest out of a lot of them. So I'm just going to carry on walking around, have a look at it, and then go to the final stadium. And then, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are at stadium number 40. It's the big one, biggest one in Scotland. Hampden Park, home of the Scottish national team. You've got Andrew Robertson just up there as well. This is nice. It's got like the circular pillars, a bit like the Etihad has and the San Siro. But I've got to say, it's a marvel. It's a proper marvel. It's a beautiful stadium. You're going to get a lot of Scottish heritage here. It's the home of Scottish football. It's one of those stadiums, it's like a campus. I love campus stadiums where you can just walk around, have a proper look around and just take in the entire stadium. It's amazing. So I'm going to walk around, properly take it in. Hopefully there's some statues here. I feel like there's going to be somewhere, and just enjoy it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so fast, not so fast. I know that we are 6 months in the future, but I'm back at Hampden Park 6 months later for a very special reason. We're going inside. We're doing a stadium tour. I'm so fucking excited for this. Let's do this. I've spent the day here in Lancaster filming for a uni project. Only 20 minutes up the road is the Mazuma Stadium, home of Morecambe. The light is starting to go down, the floodlights are on. I don't think there's a game on tonight. There could be, and even if there is, it's not going to be for a good while yet. You can just about see in some parts of the ground, so I'm going to have a look and I'll show you what I get. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at another stadium now. We're Ewood Park, home of Blackburn Rovers. And now this one is a big one because this means we have visited every stadium of every Premier League champion. And I know the pedantic lot are going to be like, well, no, because Arsenal won when they were at Highbury. Highbury Stadium doesn't exist anymore, so I physically can't, unless you want me to go to a block of flats. But that's not a stadium, so I can't do it. Yeah, Ewood Park, we're here. Okay, I am at my next stadium now. I'm here at Turf Moor, home of Burnley. It is very poorly lit and very residential, which is why you can't see much. But I am here, got the key ring, and I'm at dead end. I've got to go back. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I'm not very well. Not very well at all. But one thing I'm at Deepdale, home of Preston North End. And you know what? I'll be honest, it's a lot better than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's better. I don't know why. The stadiums that I've got something a little bit different, just that little bit better. I've seen so many now that just a bog standard template and a bog standard structure just doesn't do it for me anymore. I'm not 100% sure if I can go all the way around. I'm hoping I can. It looks like I can. So I'm going to do just that. Preston North End, everyone. Look, I know it's not a rainy Tuesday night under the floodlights, but it's a sunny Friday morning. We're here at the Bet365 Stadium, home of Stoke City. And when you talk about entrances, you don't get any bigger than that, really. Well, you do. But for a championship club, this is a sick. It's so sick. Ladies and gentlemen, I am at the stadium, notorious for being right next to the M6. This is the Poundland Bescot Stadium, home of Walsall. You couldn't make it up. A team and a stadium sponsored by Poundland. You can't make this shit up. That's mental. Right, so I'm now at Stadium 47, which is Swindon Town. I don't actually know what this stadium's called. Should have probably done some research into this. Over there, that's the Magic Roundabout. I don't know if you've seen it. You would have seen it in videos and stuff. You've got a massive roundabout surrounded by 5 mini roundabouts. And I've seen it before, like on videos and stuff, and I'm like, that roundabout, it shouldn't be too bad. Fucking hell, it's torture. Because the big roundabout goes the opposite way to anything you've ever learned before. And it's so confusing. This is completely on the lower end of the scale because of that roundabout. It's that roundabout's fault. Swindon's done. Okay guys, so I'm at Stadium 49 now. I've just discovered that I went to Southend while they were in League 2, and because they're non-league I didn't count them, completely forgetting when I visited them. So they're in the Stadium Hunter thing now. But Stadium 49 is Bournemouth. This is big because it means we're one stadium away from completing the Premier League this season, which is massive. Teams in much lower leagues such as League 1, League 2 and the National League have bigger stadiums like Gillingham, Southend and Gateshead. It's a nice stadium, but you would not believe that they're Premier League. Hello, we are on our way back to Carlisle from Rochester. The Christmas holidays are over. We have just visited the UK's biggest Asda. It weren't that exciting, was it? No, we don't approve. It's just an Asda really, but it's in Milton Keynes, and conveniently for myself, it's right next to the Stadium MK, home of MK Dons. Okay, so we are on Stadium 2 of the trip. We are at Coventry City, the Coventry Building Society Arena. I only know it as the Rico. I don't know why it's changed. The stadium names today have been quite naff. Another stadium though, isn't it? It's number 49, I think. Okay guys, at this point we are counting up the stadiums, and today has been a pretty big day for myself. But for now, and this might give you a little clue, not a major clue, but it gives you a little clue. I'm here at Salford City. What I like about the stadium actually is that the floodlights are the same shape as the post. I think that's a really nice touch. Obviously Salford City, famous for being run by the class of 92. No idea what the stadium's called. Didn't do my research. On the Apple Maps, it's actually just under Salford City, so unnamed stadium you haven't visited. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun is out. You've got Blackpool Tower somewhere in the distance. It's in there, hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun is shining. You have Blackpool Tower in the distance, and we are at Bloomfield Road, home of Blackpool FC. They were in the Premier League for one season and one season only, infamously. There's not really a lot to say. It's just a standard stadium in a seaside town, and funny enough, it is a lot like Bournemouth's. Blackpool's a lot like Margate in the sense that it's a former great seaside town that lost its way and is having a bit of a resurgence. As a place, it's a northern Margate. That's it. Okay, so we're at stadium number 52 now. We are at Highbury Stadium, home of Fleetwood Town. Now, I don't know if it was this stadium or if it was the Arsenal one that was called Highbury first. Obviously, this Highbury Stadium has outlasted the other one. I haven't shown this off yet. It's a football shirt with my logo on it. So the company I work for, we did a football tournament and I was allowed to have my sponsor on the shirt, which is really cool. That's all it is. And I actually designed the shirt itself, which is, let me know what you think, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little look around, see if there's anywhere I can go. Yeah, it's just another one of your standard normal stadiums.
Boys and girls, I am on an absolute mission. Earlier on in the week, I went to Blackpool and Fleetwood. I'm now in the northeast. I'm at the Stadium of Light, home of Sunderland. It's a lot like the stadiums like St Mary's, like the King Power. It follows that generic stadium template, but Stadium of Light is a tad bit bigger, I believe, despite being in a lower division. But Sunderland are back on the rise, so we might see them back in the Premier League someday. The wind has picked up. My original step was to go to the stadium that I'll be going to in a minute, but I've completely forgot that there's a stadium here. We're at Hartlepool. I don't know what the stadium is called again. I've got a habit of doing this lately, but we are here at Hartlepool United. Shout out to Dan, because I'm pretty sure you work with Hartlepool. I'm pretty sure it's on the women's side. Hartlepool are in the League 2 relegation battle, and it's a stadium for League 2 really, isn't it? But there's something about the lower league stadiums that's just nice. You know, something a bit rugged about them. But yeah, let's have a look, see what's going on. Okay, and when I said I was in the northeast, we are now finishing off the northeast. This is the stadium I was going to come to next before Hartlepool. We are at Middlesbrough Riverside Stadium. It's called Riverside for a reason. The river's just there. It's quite big. It's quite big. You know, I knew it was one of the main stadiums in the country. Yeah, for a good reason. It's quite big. Boys and girls, it is birthday week, which means I am driving home for the week. Which means for stadiums, we are at one of the new boys today. We are at the Environment Stadium, Harrogate Town. It's one of the new boys. It's a fairly old school stadium. There's not a lot going on, but it's decent. Does the job. Okie dokie, we are at Stadium 2 of the day. We are at the Eco Power Stadium, home of Doncaster Rovers. Now, it follows a similar structure of just being your standard circular mid-range stadium. There's genuinely nothing special. After seeing so many stadiums, you know, don't go on, the football stadium's still a football stadium, but there's nothing that stands out about the stadium, no offence. I tell you what, considering that I started the day at 7 o'clock this morning on about 4 hours sleep, I'm not doing too bad. It's about 12 o'clock now, and we're here at the Western Home Stadium, home of Peterborough United. Yet again, there's nothing too grand to shout about. Obviously, they've got a statue, which is quite nice. I like when stadiums have a bit of history to show off. Yeah, apart from that, there's not a great deal to shout about again. I feel like I've been quite pessimistic about the stadiums today, but what can you do, hey? They're still nice, and I'll give them that. They're nice. Hello, I'm here at Stevenage. I'm at the Lambic Stadium. I really need to pee. Goodbye. Right, it is snowing. I'm in London. I'm finishing the London clubs. But first of all, I'm not allowed to talk about who I support, who my dad supports, that kind of thing, because I will get stabbed. I am at Millwall. I'm at the Den. I feel scared. I feel like I'm on an episode of Deadly 60. I'm in enemy territory on a real level. I'm getting out of here. Okay, the rain has calmed down quite a bit and London is fairly quiet today. It's quite nice. All the undergrounds are fairly quiet because of the weather, but I feel a bit like Peter Odemwingie right now, and that is because I'm outside Loftus Road, home of QPR. But the difference between me and Peter Odemwingie is that I know I'm not going in. He didn't know that. It's quite sad. Hello, I'm at a block of flats. Or am I? No, I'm not. If you can see just through there, I'm at Leyton Orient. I forgot it was built within flats. There's got to be a more adventurous entrance or something that shows that this is Leyton Orient somewhere. Ah, there you go. It is a football stadium after all. Leyton Orient done. And that means all of London's done as well. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's another day, it's another round of stadiums. I'm on my way back to Carlisle after my birthday and I'm walking past a stadium right now. There's something about being a certain distance from London that makes your place a proper shithole. I know, coming from the Medway towns, similar distance to London as Luton Town. This is Luton Town Stadium. Now I know for a fact that I can't walk around the entirety of the stadium because I can't trespass, that's illegal. But I could do it if I wanted to fit in with the locals. I can't take that seriously. Here we go, just proof from Luton Town, I'm here. Look at all that. I'm in an alleyway next to the stadium. The only stadium that I know is like this is Gillingham, it's Priestfield. But the thing that's crazy is that this team could be in the Premier League very soon. They've done quite well last season to get in the playoffs. I think they're in the playoff spots this year. I'm not actually sure on that. If this team wants to get into the Premier League, they're going to have to do some serious shit to this stadium. So we're now at Stadium 2 for today. Even though it's sunny, it's colder. We are here at Sixfield Stadium, home of Northampton Town. I am at the City Ground, home of Nottingham Forest. Now there's a few things to point out here. First of all, I'm not allowed to go in there and film or park for like 2 minutes to even look at the stadium, which I've never experienced before, which is actually quite outrageous from Nottingham Forest. Second of all, it's quite historic actually for me because this now means that I have completed every single Premier League stadium this season. It's quite cool, and every Champions League winner that has been from the UK. But something that's quite annoying is Notts County is literally on the other side of the river, but I can't go there because it's not a part of Stadium Hunter series because they're not in the top 4 leagues. They're literally on the top of the 5th tier, so it's quite annoying. Very annoying that I can't go and explore around the stadium. Security guard is a complete dick, boats me like shit as well, which I wasn't impressed about. Should have been a lot more exciting to be here, but yeah, nah, I'm not about it. So when I come to these cities, I always decide whether I go to red or whether I go to blue. And this time round, I'm in Sheffield. And the fun fact before I talk about where I am first, Sheffield is home to the oldest football club in the world. It's the first ever football club in the world. But that club is neither of these two teams. I've gone red first. I'm at Sheffield United. I'm at Bramall Lane. And just like that, I am at the other Sheffield stadium. I am at Hillsborough, home of Sheffield Wednesday. This stadium is notoriously famous for the unfortunate incident against Liverpool many years ago. So as always, tributes go out to them. I'm surprised there's no Hillsborough tribute here. There's one at Anfield, but there's not one here that I've seen. The stadium is fairly gated up, so you can't really see much. But there might be one somewhere, I just can't see it, unfortunately. But yeah, a very historic ground, very significant. I am here at the John Smith Stadium, home of Huddersfield Town, and apparently the Huddersfield Giants. And rugby, I don't know, I don't care about rugby. Now, I had a bit of a panic because the entrance that it gave me, I just stepped in a puddle and now my foot is soaked. The first entrance that it gave me on maps was closed, so I thought I wasn't going to be able to get in, but I'm in, and I'm here. That's it. We're here. And then just like that, as the wind picks up, we are at Stadium 70, we are at Bradford City. Yet again, I've done it again. Don't know what the name of the stadium is. And I've parked on a hill like an idiot. I'm walking up it, proving how unfit I am. But you can see into the stadium a bit, which is nice. And considering that they're a League Two side, the stadium's quite nice. Are these one of the teams that were once in the Premier League? I'll fact check that. They may well have been. Radio, it's another day for stadiums. It's my last ever journey from Kent to Carlisle, and a few months ago I said at Leyton Orient that I'd finished London. Yeah, no I didn't. I forgot about Wimbledon. I don't know how I forgot about Wimbledon, but I'm here at Plough Lane, home of AFC Wimbledon. It's a bit of an industrial stadium, a bit like what Leyton Orient is. It's a tiny bit different. I like the colour scheme, I like the pattern on it, it's quite nice. Gonna be quick though, because I'm parked in a little car park and it's not really that good, is it? And just like that, we are at stadium number 73. We are at Kassam Stadium, home of Oxford United. It's very interesting, there's only 3 stands. I don't think there is another stadium in the country that's actually got 3 stands and 3 stands only. It's a very unique setup, and I'm not mad about it at all. Right, I've just experienced some awful traffic. A journey that was supposed to be 2 hours has become 3 hours, but I have finally made it to my next stadium. It's Pride Park, home of Derby County. Probably the last time Frank Lampard was ever good as a manager was here. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest stadium that I haven't been to that isn't a national stadium. That might be true. I don't know if it's this one, Carrow Road of Norwich, or maybe Cardiff. It's one of those. But well, we've only got a few of these big stadiums left. Got to take it in and enjoy it, haven't you? it's not a drill. I'm at New York. Technically New York Stadium here in Rotherham United. That's the technicality, but it says New York. I'm in New York. Why is it called New York? I don't get it. Why? It's nowhere near New York. And then just like that stadium number 76, Oak Stadium, home of Barnsley Football Club. And this feels like a proper traditional stadium on the likes of Villa Park, that kind of thing. Quite nice, you know. I mean, I know it looks like an industrial building, but there's something very old-fashioned about it, which is really nice. Okay, we are on a main road and it is quite windy, so I apologise for the audio if it is funny, but we are here at St Mirren, the Smysa Stadium? Is that how you say it? Smysa Stadium? Smysa Stadium? Not a clue. As you would have seen earlier on in the video, I've done a stadium tour of Hampden Park. That hasn't happened yet as I'm recording this, but that's why I'm in Glasgow. I didn't realise that this was just outside of Glasgow, so I thought I'd pop by and see the stadium while I have a bit of time left in Carlisle.